Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say Shalom to Yakman Aquath out there, pursuing this truth diligently. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one in the form of strolling in the spirit. It's been a little bit since we've continued this series. It's been like about 2 months. The work schedule changed, but today, I had the time. I said, let's go out on the trail, walk around a little bit, get a little bit of a lesson in. I don't know how long it's going to be. We're currently in the last little tail end of the Sabbath. All right, going down at I believe it's like 4:25 sun, that is. So we're gonna get it while we can. All right, today's topic is, let's get it. The topic is, the world is filled with wickedness and its inhabitants love it. As you can see, all right, we're rolling the old phone. All right, and you got these kids up here, so they probably won't try to get on the camera, as they always do. But so yeah, let me fix my talking points here. I somehow fat-fingered it, but and then we'll jump right into it. So let's just fix that. I think it's through 6, and we're gonna go ahead and start up with that and grab that. So let me go and grab that while it's up. Let me go get it, and bear with us if we have any sorts of technical difficulties or anything like that. The fact of the matter is that, run a new setup, so you got to do what you got to do. So I'm gonna stroll past these kids because they're being, spirit of folly. They're being kids, but these kids these days. So we're gonna go ahead and get it now that we're past the annoyance. This is second address 15 and 5. All right, and we're starting up again. The title being, the title of the lesson being, the world is filled with wickedness and its inhabitants love it. All of its inhabitants, right? The inhabitants of the world, these Americans, and all not just Americans, but Americans and Europeans and the inhabitants of the world. They all love it. All right, it's their favorite thing. So we're gonna go ahead and start up with, all right, second address 15 and 3. All right, this is coming from the, let me adjust myself here, bear with me. I'm moving, switching hands. Let's see here. Switching hands, there we go. Okay, this is second address 15 and verse 5. And it reads, "Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." Why? Verse 6, "For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled." Okay, and this is a statement, all right, that is a statement made by the Lord, all right, saying that he is going to bring plagues, death, destruction, all right, upon this world. So, and if you tuned into yesterday's lesson, we went in talking about the Lord is not like men who lie. Okay, so when he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. Now, why is all this terrible thing? Why are all the terrible things happening in the world? And why are even more things going to continue to happen? Because of the Lord, all right? Because people are too busy in their wickedness, doing wickedness, living in wickedness, all right? Perpetuating wickedness, all right? Defending wickedness. And that's just the fact of the matter with society today, is that they not only do wickedness, but they defend it. Okay, when you try to tell them that they're doing wrong, they don't want to hear it, all right? They take you as the enemy. When someone's doing something wrong, such as abortion, all right, with killing a child, they don't want to hear that it's wrong, all right? And the real reason they don't want to hear that it's wrong is because deeply down, deep inside of them, they know it's wrong, all right? They know it's wrong, and it's just like with anything that you do wrong, all right? And that's what these people need, the sense of satisfaction, all right, to be told what you're doing is okay, and they need that reassurance, or that the satisfaction of being told what they're doing is okay, because it's not okay. If it was okay, they wouldn't need that reassurance constantly. What you're doing is okay. And you know what group is big on that one, all right? And I can't even talk about that group because they're one of those protected peoples. Okay, but what you're doing is okay. What you're doing is okay. What you're doing is okay. It's okay. Be yourself. You know what is you know what. You know what is love. You know, and they need that constant reassurance because they know what they're doing is wrong, man. If they were doing right, you know, you wouldn't need constant reassurance that what you're doing is right. We know, okay? But these people that are doing wrong, they don't want to feel like they're doing wrong, because when you feel like you're doing wrong, you feel gross, you feel yucky, all right, and nasty all over everybody. Ugh. You know, I feel like what I did was wrong. They don't like that feeling. So getting that little bit of reassurance makes that feeling kind of go away, and they don't feel so dirty and nasty. So, but these are all the reasons that the Lord's going to punish this place, all right? Because these people love doing wickedness, all right? It's their favorite thing. And, you know, the societal standards and, you know, the cultures and the customs and, you know, the pastimes and hobbies of this place are inherently wicked, all right? Going back to the title of the lesson, the world is filled with wickedness and its inhabitants love it. If you were to remove some of these things, all right, and it's lucky if the camera's not necessarily center, you know, but if you were to remove some of these things, they would think of it as a disservice. Okay, they would think that they've lost privileges, they've lost rights. Or if you ban the act, you know, for two men, all right, or two women to you know, get down and dirty with them, down and dirty with each other, all right, these people would figure that, oh, that's oppression, and that's you know, that's not right, and you're stopping our freedom of action. Or if you said these people can't kill their children, all right, and then what is that? That's misogyny and this and that and this and that, and they take it as a disservice. And you're the enemy, all right? You're the enemy now because you've told them what they're doing is wrong and you've stopped them from doing it. Okay, so you got to realize they're the people of this world, all right? Are wicked, all right? The world's wicked, and they want to stay that way. They want to stay wicked, all right? And they want the world to stay wicked, so their wicked ass selves can dwell in this wicked ass world, man. And we post up here for a screen. All right, so continuing on, we already got second address, but we'll get it again. All right, we're just strolling and we're starting up. All right, the spirit's warming up, so we're gonna get it again. Second address 15 and 4. I'm trying to learn how to use this phone again too, because it's the old iPhone, the old iPhone 8. I forgot how to use it because it's a lot different. So a lot of the controls are different. But second address 15 and 5. Once again, behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness, verse 6, for wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. We're actually going to continue down. In verse 7, it says, therefore saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood, and the innocent and righteous blood is speaking about the elect. It says, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. Verse 9, whew, I'm already out of breath. That's why, I need to get out here more. And therefore saith the Lord, I will surely avenge them, and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. Okay? It says, behold, verse 10, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Okay, it says in verse 11, and what do you mean? That's talking about Egypt. Verse 11, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, not the same time, as before, and will destroy the land thereof. Okay, and I'll read 12 and then we'll move on. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. Okay, so that's the very situation. Okay, so you got the elect right now, Lord willing. I myself, as well as you brothers and sisters out there watching these videos and diligently pursuing this truth, are a part of as well. All right, that's what we're hoping for. That's the ultimate goal. All right, we're running this race, and that's the ultimate goal, is to cross that finish line. And what is that finish line? What's the reward? Do you get a golden medal around the neck? Well, something spiritual like that, yeah. But what is it? It's it's the mark of election. All right, and that's what we're hoping to get. Okay, we're hoping to run this race, and not only just run this race. Who wants to run a race and then then fail? All right, no one wants to run a race and fail. All right, you want to run the race and what? Win. You want to run the race and win. So we're not running this just to run it. All right, we're just as some people are. All right, we're not running this because the fucking the way our hair looks while we're running looks good, or or we're not running because the running outfit they give us looks good. All right, garments. We're not running it for that reason, and some people are. All right, we're running this for one goal and one goal only. All right, to please the person that has established the race and set up the race in the first place. All right, in this case being Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and two, to compete in that race and win said race. Okay, like I mentioned before, nobody runs a race just without the goal of ultimately completing it and becoming victorious. And us becoming victorious is becoming victorious through the Lord. All right, and becoming of the elect, and that's ultimately becoming the elect for spiritual powers. That's what we're hoping for. We're not just running it because we look good while we're running, or people are, oh look, he's running the race, and you get the women that want, look at him, he's running, he's been running. We're not looking at all that. All right, we're looking for one thing and one thing only. All right, and that goal ultimately is to run the race, win the race. All right, to receive election. All right, to go up in those chariots with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, and avoid the inevitable destruction of the society, because it's going to happen, as we just read in 2nd Esdras. Okay, we got this lady behind me talking, so I don't know who's going to pass first, but so we're going to go ahead and get 2nd Esdras 5:1. All right, and let me make sure my phone's stable here. So we're going to go ahead and get 2nd Esdras. Let me adjust this. So we're going to go ahead and adjust it, and we're going to go ahead and get 2nd Esdras 5:1 through 2. We're going to hold up for a minute. Bear with us just one moment while we grab this. So we're going to go ahead and get 2nd Esdras 5:1. Let's see. All right, I'm going to post up while she gets a little bit further, so she's not all up on the audio. All right, but it's good to be out here. Haven't been out here in a minute. It's cooler now, so I wanted to definitely do this more in the winter time, for the simple fact being that before we had to struggle with the phone overheating. This phone ain't gonna overheat out here. I have to wear a hoodie now, so if it overheats, that's just nothing but Satan, man, because it shouldn't overheat. Not at all. Not out here. So 2nd Esdras 5. 2nd Esdras 5:1. Slovakia. 2nd Esdras 4. Again, 2nd Esdras 5. Slovakia. 2nd Esdras 5:1 says, nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they which dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. And you're already seeing this. People don't believe. They don't believe. And even Jake, you could try to, they just don't believe, man. All right, it's no one. Everyone's mostly atheist now. When you go and talk to people, they don't believe that there could even be a power, all right, above humans. All right, they believe that, you die, you go on the ground, you rot, that's it. There's no power, there's no God, no masters, nothing. You are your own God. All right, that's the new society, and manifesting and fucking using, worshiping your ancestors. That's all the weird shit. If they're not atheists, then they go on that, I worship my ancestors. And what the fuck's your ancestors gonna do, man? What are they gonna do? Huh? They're not gonna help you out with anything. Verse 2 says, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. And I tell you what, it's Monday and everybody's out here fucking flocking, all right, like no other, like no other. And I'm like, what are you doing? Most people got to work on a Monday, but I guess not anymore. All the managers, I always like to say, because I'm obviously off on a Monday, all the managers took all the weekends. They want the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right, so they want the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so that's what they get. So you're not gonna very well get that, even though you want to get it. So you gotta get what you gotta get, and you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. So we're gonna continue on and get 1 John 4:4 and through verse 6. Got their dog off a leash. Not a big fan of that, but 1 John 4:4. Let's go and get it. You never know. You got Yahweh Bashem Yahushai on our side, so that's why I'm just strolling by. But I don't really like no dogs off no leash, man. So it looked like a friendly dog, but still. So we're gonna go ahead and get 1 John. It's like 1 John 4:3. We're gonna go roll up there. So 1 John 4:3 reads, "Ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They, and this is they being these people in the world, all right, and we'll explain that in a little bit. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. So they say, oh, women's rights, and, men and men rights, you know what I'm talking about. And this and that, world, worldly, carnal, flesh, right? Agree with me. All right? And when you do shit like that, that's where you end up. No, you didn't even see it, but that's what you. A lot of you are gonna end up in that, man. A lot of you are gonna end up in that. Okay, if not, you're gonna be judged when Yahweh Shai comes back. But a lot of you people are gonna get fucked up right here now, man. In this society, all right, before Yahweh Shai comes back, And if you somehow avoided it, that means you didn't avoid shit. You didn't avoid nothing. You got an express ticket to the worst destruction that you've ever seen, man. Okay, you think, oh, I made it to the end, I avoided everything. I didn't know, you were saved for some reason, and you weren't saved for, salvation. You were saved, you were put aside because you're gonna be drafted for the world's worst destruction that's ever happened, man. You're not gonna get off scot-free. And as Elder Menat Zalba was talking about it earlier. It's loud as shit. Lord willing, you can still hear me. But Elder Menat Zalba of GMS South Carolina was talking about it I don't remember it was a couple days ago on a lesson, talking about just because you avoided, not avoided, but just because you died and, and before Yahushua came back, doesn't mean you're just going to get an express ticket, out of the coming of Yahushua. Because a lot of you people are going to be resurrected then and then to face judgment. So there you were, you crashed a car because you were drinking too much Bacardi and fucking smoking Black and Milds and Newports and fucking drinking what is it, Wild Irish Rose or whatever the fuck the shit's called, Old E, all right, and you were partying up, and you died, or you got in you were a victim of gun violence, right? And you think you got out of it, you had it the easy way, all right? XXX Temptation, Takeoff, all these people. You think you had it easy. Well, a lot of you are going to come back and have to go through that destruction anyhow. So think about that. Think about that when you decide to fuck around. Go, I'm going to just make it easy. I'm going to just go. It'll be pretty bad, but I'll just be in the kingdom anyway. It's not a way to think, but hey, Jake likes to learn the hard way. So 1 John 4:3, ye are of Yahweh, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. They are of the world, therefore speak they of the world, and the world heareth them. Verse 6, we are of Yahweh, he that knoweth Yahweh heareth us, he that is not of Yahweh heareth not us. Hereby know we the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Okay, so I'm trying to keep this phone at a decent distance. So, so that's why when we say something, people, I don't want to hear that shit. Don't talk to me, blah, blah, blah. But when, these people are talking about worldly shit, they love it, all right? They love it. You can talk to them all day about, how abortion's, good, and that, it helps out the mother and blah, 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 blah. And you can talk about how drugs are fine and that drugs need to be not as highly persecuted and all that stuff. But once you start, talking about, those things are bad, or no, not persecuted, no, that drugs are over persecuted. Oh, they should just legalize all drugs. That's fine to talk about in the world, but when you get to the point when you're saying, hey, drugs are bad, that's witchcraft, you'll be put to death. Abortion's murder, you're going to be put to death for that. Or, a man is not a natural thing to do, you're going to be put to death for that. All right, then all of a sudden you're the bad guy. They don't want to hear it. All right, they don't want to hear the Lord, anything that comes from the Bible. They hate the Bible. They're trying to get the Bible banned actively. Go and look it up. A lot of these people are actively trying to get the Bible banned because they're filled with bitch-assness, all right, because they got a bitch-ass spirit on them to be a bitch-ass bitch, all right, a baby-back bitch, all right, and that's just the simple, oh, my feelings are hurt. Fuck your feelings, man. Ain't nobody give a fuck about your feelings. And that's the thing. They don't want to hear anything we have to say ever, but we have to listen to every fucking stupid goddamn thing that they have to say. All right, every single thing that they have to say. You have to learn my pronouns. You have to learn this. I don't have to learn shit, man. Fuck out of here with that bullshit. I'm not learning shit. You don't want to learn nothing I have to say? Why the fuck should I have to learn what you have to say? If you're not going to participate, in this truth, why are we forced to participate in your bullshit? And I'm not saying everyone's forced to participate in this truth. I'm just saying, you know, we're not with no fucking double standards, man. All right, here it is. You know, you don't want to participate in our thing, which we don't want you to participate in anyway, because one, you're a heathen and you're doing some weird shit anyway. And if you wanted to repent, hey, that's great. But you can't come over here with that weirdo spirit on you still. You have to change, all right? But you want us to be what you are. You want us to be what you are. Lock you. But at the end of the day, hey, you can't change who a person is, man. That's all through Yahweh Shemiao Shai. So, and Lord willing, y'all can still hear me because it's loud. It's louder than it usually is. So, what can you do? This is Luke 16 and 15. Let's go and get it. So Luke 16 and verse 15 says, and this is red letter, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Got the Popo cruising by. So Luke 16 and 15 says, and he said unto them, it's like you had a rock in my shoe. God damn it. Bear with me. Got on the Crocs. Bear with me. Got to do a tactical maneuver here, brothers and sisters. Got to get that fucking rock out the sock. Got to get that rock out the crock. Think I got it. Whatever. We're moving. We're strolling. We got it. I think it got out, but what can you do? So, Luke 16 and 15 says, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. This is red letter. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. These people justify themselves before men. They want to, please men. They want to have men think well of them, okay? Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of the Lord, Yahweh Shemiao Shai, okay? So what's so esteemed by you people, all right, drugs, abortion, homosexuality, and wickedness, and feminism, all these things, that are esteemed among men, all right, among you people, all right, are what? What are they? They is abomination in the sight of the Lord. So the Lord has no participation in your shit, man, in your weirdo-ness, all right? And we're gonna cruise through here, but that's a simple fact of the matter is the Lord wants no part with any of y'all weirdo fucking weird shit, man. All right, and you try to associate, you try to go through all these loopholes to prove that the Lord's down with your lifestyle choices. And the fact of the matter is the Lord is not okay with your lifestyle choices, man. All right, he hates your lifestyle choices. He thinks they're an abomination. All right, but you just must have, you must have everything. Everything must belong to you. All right, you must be allowed to do what you do and not be criticized otherwise. All right, and we're trying to move. There's a lot of fucking traffic out here today. I tell you what, from Monday, what the fuck's going on today? Is it like some type of holiday or something for these fucking people? Anyway, we're gonna try to keep it moving on. Goddamn, I don't even know where to go. It's so busy out here. It's ridiculous. We're gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna try to get on a strip, like a sidewalk, before I start getting the scriptures again. I don't want to get around and get hit by a car. Look at all these people in the goddamn pharmacy, man. What the fuck? What is going on today? It is entirely too busy. Entirely too busy. We're gonna jump across the way right over here. So we're gonna try to cruise it. All right. We're moving. We're cruising. We got a sidewalk over here. Tell you what, I didn't realize it was gonna be so goddamn busy today. We're fucking packed out here, man. Usually on a Monday evening. You know what? I wonder if people are going watching the football game. They might be. We're back on the sidewalk so we can talk. So, continuing on, we're going to get it again though. We're going to get Luke 16 and 15. It says, I was reading down. I wanted to see if there's anything to grab, but we're going to grab 15 again. All right, this is Luke 16 and 15, and it says, and he said unto them, ye are they, this is red letter Yahushua speaking, listen closely, and he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh knoweth your hearts, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of Yahweh. So those things that are well esteemed among you people, all right, they're abomination, and they're abomination, and the Lord hates them. All right, like that. The Lord hates that shit. All right, that fucking wreath. All right, the celebration of holidays and Saturnalia. All right, aka Christmas. All right, the Lord's not with it. The Lord is not with it. If it was night, you'd see some of these trees are all fucking lit up with fucking Christmas lights, man. All right, Christmas lights and people with their little decoration and little reindeers with red noses in their front yards, and a little blow up little snowmen, or the loud ass pumps. You just hear it as you walk by. You know what I'm talking about. You know, the fucking all the weird shit. You know, they got to celebrate everything. Lord's not with it. All right, but that's something that's highly esteemed among men. All right, we just got out of Thanksgiving. All right, on the last month on the 25th, I think that's when it is. 25th, I think. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't remember. I think it was the 25th. But you know, and men love that holiday. Tried telling people it's wrong. Oh, I'm still do it. I'ma still do it. I have a coworker who's Native American, man. Still went in and went over to New Mexico with all the Issachar. Well, I don't know what he goes back to, Issachar or Gad, one of them, and probably Issachar. But you know, in the world, I'm half Mexican, half Native, and I was like, you're gonna go celebrate that? And he was like, yeah, you know. I'm just like, all right, man. Because I'm cool with him. He's one of the only dudes I'm really cool with at work. I was like, man, you're gonna go celebrate that? He's like, you know, yeah, you're gonna go down there. And, you know, hey, these people, it's when you learn, when you've been brought up in the society to learn some type of way, a lot of people have a lock on their brain. Which they don't want to change. They don't want it to be different, okay? They don't want to be told otherwise. They grew up celebrating Thanksgiving. They grew up celebrating Christmas. They grew up, you know, with their family members and seeing their brothers and sisters and cousins and aunties and uncles, right? Unks, what's up, unk? You know, or their tias and tios, all right? And they're, you know, all that, you know? And when you tell them, hey, you can't do that, you can't go and, you know, open presents with these people. You can hang out with them, all right, any other time, you know, but you can't go there and sit there under a Nimrod tree and pick up presents and, you know, and sing, you know, oh, I don't want a lot for Christmas, or whatever the fuck, you know. You can't sing there and go caroling, all right? You can't go door to door and say, trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat, while you're dressed up as fucking a skeleton or a ghost. You can't do it. Can't do it. All right? You can't go and say, I love you, babe, and get her a big old heart-shaped box of chocolates and go out to a movie in celebration of a holiday called Valentine's Day. You can go and get your girl a box of chocolates. Hell, they can even be heart-shaped. I mean, that heart goes back to a pagan symbol, but I mean, everything does. All right? So you can go and get her the heart-shaped box of chocolate. All right, and say, I love you, babe. Hey, this is because, you know, you've been good to me. You know, I love you. You know, and all that, and go and take her out to a movie any other day, and you wouldn't be going off. But when you go and do all that because of it's Valentine's Day, now you're going off. All right? When you go and do, nothing wrong with eating candy. I mean, it's bad for your health. You shouldn't do it. But I mean, functionally wise, there's nothing wrong, you know, with just eating candy. You know, eating a bar of chocolate. But if you go door to door, you know, well, let me even explain even further, all right? There's nothing wrong with going to your next door neighbor's house, if you know your neighbor, and say, hey, man, you got some candy? You know your friend or something, hey, man, you got candy? You went door to door, and you went to a different house, and you asked for candy. But when you start doing that shit in celebration of Halloween, and you don't try to pull that weird fucking loophole bullshit either, because Jake tried to pull that loophole. This is Yahushua Day. No, it's not. It's Thanksgiving, and you just try to change the name on it. So don't do the same celebration on the same day, all right, and try to get away with it. You can't. If it's March, you can't go and put a Christmas tree up and fucking open presents. You still can't do it. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. But because those things are an abomination to the Lord, man. He's not down with it. He's not down with it. He is not down with it. All right? No matter what you try to call it, you call it Yahushua Day, or, this is the Brothers in the Truth Day. And we dress up like spiders and go door to door. But it's not Halloween. It's not even celebrated or not. No. Don't do it. Let's get it again. Verse 15. All right. Luke 16 and 15. Listen again. And he said unto them, ye are they which justify yourselves before men. You care about what men say. You care what men think about you. You care about the traditions of men. Right? Ye are they which justify yourselves before men, but Yahweh knoweth your hearts. Remember that. The Lord knows your hearts. He knows what you're doing, and he knows what you're not doing. It says, for that which is highly esteemed among men is abomination in the sight of Yahweh. So, remember that. You're not going to fucking one up and try to play. Even if you confuse us and get around us and we think one way or another, you're not going to one up the Lord. The Lord knows. The Lord knows, man. He knows what you're doing, what you're not doing, what you're doing it for. All right? He knows if you're even eating a piece of meat or on Tuesday in September, he knows if you're eating that piece of meat because it's a piece of meat for Thor Day or something, He knows what you're doing, even if we don't. The Lord does, okay? So let's get, 1, 2, 3, 4. So abomination, all right, and because it said it was an abomination before the Lord. What is abomination? I got a little definition saved here. Abomination, what is it? A thing that causes disgust or hatred. Hatred from who? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. He hates you for doing it. He hates you for who the Lord doesn't hate. The Lord does hate. The Lord does hate, okay? Roughly paraphrasing. I don't have it on deck right now because I can't remember exactly where it is, and that's on me. I need to get better remembering the name of the scriptures and also what the scripture says. But I have a thing where I only remember what the scripture says and not the title, and that's a problem. That's something I got to improve on. But the scripture says, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay, that doesn't. What about the scripture that says the Lord hateth sinners? All right, the Lord hateth sinners. That's hate. The Lord doesn't hate. The Lord never hates, brother. Yes, he does. The Lord hates. The Lord hates. Stop trying to stop doing the thing you're doing. Okay. So don't try to filibuster. Don't try to filibuster out here. What the hell are you doing, filibustering? All right, getting around trying to do something. We're gonna go. Hell, I guess we'll go down this way. We're gonna walk through a residential area because the trail back there leads through this neighborhood somewhere. So, Slovakia. So we're gonna continue on though. All right. We're going to get James 4 and 4. We're going to actually, how do we want to do it? How do we want to do it? I don't really want to walk through a residential area. We'll go, I don't really like going through residential areas, but let's do it. We'll cross through here. A lot of people out in residential areas, so we're going to go and cruise, and we're going to get James 4 and 4 while we're at it. While we walk, we're going to try to get around here somewhere. So James 4 and 4 says, I feel like I can't be as loud in a residential area. I feel like I need to be quiet because I'm walking through a neighborhood screaming, but we're going to quiet it down. But it's better because we don't have to yell as much, which is better. So James 4 and 4, which reads, let's go and get it. Tell you what, I'm gonna have to switch off hands in a minute. I think I'm gonna do it now. I think I'm gonna do the little switcheroo. Bear with me 1 minute, because tell you what, this right arm getting mighty sore. It's getting mighty sore. Let's see here. So we're gonna move hands from the right to the left. Boom. All right, Someone's smoking that Zaza. Where we're gonna go like this. Ugh, I don't feel like it's a good camera angle, but we'll try to move it out here. I had it angled for my right hand, but let's continue on with James 4:4, which reads, James 4:4, ye adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is an enemy of Yahweh the Most High. So, enmity. Now, it sounds similar to another word. What word does it sound like? Enmity sounds like what? Enemy. And it's because really they're pretty much the same thing for the most part. We're gonna cruise down this way. Try not to get lost too much here. Find my way back to the trail. So, enmity is what? Enmity is, we're gonna cross over. Enmity is the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something, and that's basically the definition of what an enemy is. All right, you have a hatred or a they're your opposition, or as Jake likes to say, yo, them some ops. All right, them some ops. All right, so actively hostile to someone or something, and that someone or something, all right, is that you're actively opposed and hostile to someone who is Yahweh Shem Shai, the Father and the Son, really not just one, but both, all right, because Yahweh Shai is, doing his Father's will, all right, and we are doing the will of Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, so it's a chain of command. So, and that, like, it's if you hate us, it's because you hate, Yahweh Shai, is because you hate Yahweh, right? It's a chain of command, all right, that goes all the way up, all right, and you don't just hate one or the other. All right, you hate them all, okay? You hate them all, so that's how it goes. So enmity, again, is the state or feeling of being actively opposed or hostile to someone or something. You don't like what they do, you don't like what they have to say, you don't like their character, them as a person, right? You're hostile towards them, hostile, all right? And like I said, I'm on the go. This phone, assholes, man. This phone, I can't get too mad because it is in his neighborhood, but still. Loud vehicles, man, loud. No reason for that. Oh, remember what I said? Those blowstones. That's hilarious, man. There's another one over there too. Oh, there's another one in the back. That's hilarious, man. I'm trying not to show people's houses, at least not their number thing, but that's hilarious, man. That is pretty funny shit. I laugh at that. We literally just mentioned him and I see one. That's funny. There's some over across the way, but I'm not gonna be taking people all up in people's houses. I'm trying to figure out how the hell to get back on the trail. We'll figure it out. All right, so let's get we've established the point, all right, through the scriptures that the customs of this world are wicked. All right, the people of this world, they're esteeming, they want to be highly esteemed of men. They want men to look up to them and think men, think of them well. All right, they don't care what the Lord thinks about them. They could give a shit less, right? They don't care about the Lord. They hate the Lord. So why would the Lord's opinion matter? All right, and they don't care. They don't care that the Lord could wipe them out. They don't care because they don't think the Lord exists. They don't give him any credit because they're wicked people, and they're willing to die to continue to do wickedness, man. They are willing to die to continue to do wickedness. All right, they want to just continue to do what they want to do. Nothing you say or do can change their mind otherwise. But they're gonna realize how bad that mindset is to be in once Yahweh Shai comes back, man. They're gonna realize they really done goofed. They're gonna realize they done goofed, and that's the situation. So I'm gonna be quiet because there's some people up here. So they're all partying out here. So, but that's the fact of the matter, man. The fact of the matter is that's just the way it is. All right, as the song is, the song goes, that's just the way it is. They don't care. You could tell them that, next week the Lord's going to come back, and they wouldn't care. If they continue doing their wickedness and unbelief, they wouldn't care. They really wouldn't care. They wouldn't give a shit, and that's just the simple fact of the matter. And, their minds can't be persuaded otherwise. All right, unless they got the Spirit dealing with them. Then they'll be changed. That's the only way our minds was changed, was it not? We're back on the trail. This trail runs everywhere, man, down to gas stations. So glad we got back on it. So let's get we're gonna rapid fire some scriptures. We're gonna get 1 John 2:15 through 17. Let's get it. 2 and 15. 2 John, or 1 John, where were we? 1 John, Slovakia. 1 John 2 and 15. Let's see. Yeah, here it is. This is 1 John 2 and 15, which reads, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So you can't, you know, like that word enmity, all right? Or what's the other scripture I got? What the hell? Let's see. You know, friendship to the world is enmity with the Most High, all right? Which I was trying to get before that dog went crazy. So 1 John 2 and 15 says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Going back up to like what we just got in Luke 6 and 15, you know, these things are opposed to each other, all right? They're two completely different things. All right? You can't be a friend of the world and, you know, love the Lord at the same time, because the things in the world are actively, you know, they're enmity, all right? They're actively opposed and hostile and different, all right? They're the polar opposite. You know, that's like saying, you know, I don't have a good example, but, you know, you just, you know, it just doesn't make sense. It's like saying you're against guns and owning a gun. It's like saying you don't eat meat and then you're chewing on a hamburger. All right, that's the difference. All right, because they're you know, you're a hypocrite. All right, you can't be in the world, and here you are, you know, I love the Lord, but you're over here making, you know, pork chops and well, pork things. You know, that dude that we did a lesson back on, all the brothers did a lesson back on Thanksgiving, as they call it. You know, that's enmity against the Lord. You're trying to, you can't do that. The Lord said not to do it. So you're being a friend of the world, and while you're being a friend of the world, because of that, you're being an enemy of Yahweh Shemiao Shai. So you can't just, it don't work like that, man. You try to make these people try to make it work, and they just end up looking like a fool because they're a fool. So we're going to continue with 1 John 2 and 16. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. See, these things are not of the Father, they're of the world. So you like the things that are in the world. So you can't be on Yahweh Shemiao Shai side when you're on the side of the world. Pick one, man. Which one are you going to be? You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's not how it goes. All right, you can't be, I'm in this truth, but you're eating pork. All right, or I'm in this truth and you're smoking a black and mild, or I'm in this truth and you're committing adultery. That ain't how it works. All right, those things are opposed. They're opposing sides. You know, that's like being a Democrat and a Republican at the same time. You know, that's like, I'm a blood and a Crip. You know, you can't. That ain't how it works, man. You know, you can't be two things at once like that, man. Are you in or are you out? You can't be standing one on the left, one on the right. You stand in the middle of the line. Oh, I'm in, I'm out. I'm in, I'm out. That ain't how it works. All right, you got to choose one or the other. So, and if you don't choose one or the other, you've chose the left path. All right, the bad path. All right, you either choose to be on the right, all right, or you choose to be on the left. Well, I'm gonna stand here in the middle. Well, congratulations, you still chose the left. Why? Because if you're gonna be on the right, you got to stand on the full right. If you don't stand all the way on the right, congratulations. That 1 foot in the right doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean anything. All right, you're still an enemy of the Lord. But I wear fringes. I got 1 foot on the right. Because you wear fringes, what then what? I don't eat pork, but I do smoke. Like, you can't. You see how stupid that sounds? Now, when you think of, if you're thinking like this, any of you, and I'm not going to say you brothers or sisters, but anyone that stumbled across this video. Now, if you stumbled across this video, you didn't stumble upon it. The Lord obviously wanted you here for a reason. If that's your mindset, well, I'm in this truth, but I still smoke. I'm in this truth, but I still commit adultery. You know you're not. Say that out loud. Say it out loud. Say that, oh, I myself, you know, Jermaine Billington, or whatever your name is, or Jose Gutierrez, all right, or whatever you want to say, all right, or you know, I don't even know, or Henry Billsworth or Farmsworth, all right, say I, Billy Farmsworth, am in this truth, but I still eat pork. Doesn't that sound fucking stupid? And if you don't think it sounds stupid, what the hell? Had me in one of those sniper movies. I'm like, oh. I was wondering what the fuck that was. What is that? It's like reflecting off my screen. Very interesting. But you know, you can't be in 1 foot and out 1 foot. There's whole lessons dedicated to just that. Okay, so let's go to 16. It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passed away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. So that, I like eating pork chops. You're not gonna be eating pork chops in the kingdom. All right? You think you are, but you're not going to. Yeah, but everything's gonna be clean then, brother. No. You're not gonna be eating no fucking pork, okay? You're not gonna be eating no goddamn pork, okay? And so you want to do all these things. You want to be pleasers of men. You want the men to see you and say, oh, you know, look at me. He thinks I'm cool. He thinks I'm bad. He thinks I'm a thug. He look at me. He knows I'm a savage. He thinks I'm cool. I'm a real street G. Or no, he thinks I'm smart. He thinks I'm intelligent. He thinks I'm a good business mogul and I'm good at this or that or trading stocks and I got a good portfolio or I'm a wonderful artist. That's what you're worried about. You don't worry about what how Shem Shai thinks of you. You think about, you know, do men think of you some type of way that's good? You don't want to be, you could care less if Yahweh Shem Shai thinks of you in a negative light, but you don't dare want to have a man think of you in a negative light. You want them to think, oh, this guy's cool, this guy's awesome, this guy's cool, and that goes for men and women. And when I say men think of you, I mean human beings. You want these humans, these worldly Babylonianized, and that doesn't mean just Babylon. I say Babylonianized, not just Babylonians, because everywhere has been Babylonianized to an extent. All right, so for example, if you have that mindset that men and women could be together, that is a Babylonian concept. That's a Babylonian ideology, okay? And it's not of the Father, right? So Isaiah 5 and, well, nope, we skipped one. Mark 8 and 36. Let's go and get it. Mark 8 and verse 36. It's already getting dark. Mark 8 and 36, it says, For what shall it profit a man? This is red letter, this is Yahweh speaking. For what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? All right. So here it is. You did all this work. You had, you know, all this fun. All right. You built yourself into a business mogul position. All right. You had a well-managed stock portfolio. All right. A cryptocurrency, and you were known by Forbes or someone else, you know, you were a great investor and that, you know, you have a net worth of $8.5 billion and you made, you know, this new thing and that, and you bought this social media platform and you're the next Elon Musk. Congratulations. What did you get from that? Nothing. You didn't get anything. You didn't get a damn thing. All right. For what shall profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Okay. So what you spent all this time doing this, now what? Now what? You know, you gain the whole world, but you lose your soul. You're gonna have none of that in the kingdom, man. You're gonna have none of that in the kingdom. That's just how it goes. All right, you got these little badass baby kids coming up. All right, so you gotta realize that. Okay, so we're gonna go and jump down to Isaiah 5 and 20 and see Isaiah 5 and verse 20. All right. So, as Isaiah 5 and verse 20, and bear with me, I'm gonna let these people pass. So. All right. I want a phone call with the conversation. So Isaiah 5 and 20 says, you can still hear him, but whatever. Isaiah 5 and 20 says, Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. It says that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's the very case with this world, all right? They think good is bad, bad is good, all right? Up is down, down is up, left, right, right, left, all right? Sideways is horizontal, horizontal is vertical. They have all these weird polarizing, you know, not polarizing, but polar opposite ideologies. You know, here it is, you know, you should go to the right, I'm gonna go to the left, you should go up, you should go down. You know, all the things that are bad are good and all the things that are good is bad. You tell them, oh, you know abortion's bad. No, it's not, it's good. Well, you know, the Lord loves loves his people and the Israelites and only the Israelites, no one else. No, he doesn't. He loves everyone. No, that's just not. You can't eat pork. Yes, you can. No, you can't. Yes, you can. You can eat whatever you, so, you know, they call good evil, all right, and evil good. And that's the state of these people. So, again, with those polar opposite ideologies, man. So you can't be in the world and be in the truth at the same time when you're trying to call evil good, all right, and good evil, you know. And here you are, I'm in the truth, but you're calling good evil and evil good. How can you, how? Verse 20, Isaiah 5 and 20, Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness. Look, it's bright outside. No, it ain't. It's dark. No, it's bright. It's not. It's literally dark. Look around. You can see it. But it's light, brother. No, it's not. that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. And that's these people, man. And, you know, I'm going to see what we want to get here. I think we're going to start flipping around. But Isaiah 8 and 6 through 8. We mostly hit all the points. But Isaiah 8, verse 6. It says, that's not it. Romans 8 and 6, my bad. All right, Romans 8 and 6 says, for to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace. Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh, for it is not subject to the law of Yahweh, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please Yahweh. But ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be that the Spirit of Yahweh dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the Spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. And that's an excellent place to really close out. You know, you can't be, carnally minded, pleasing your flesh with smoking and adultery and doing drugs and all these things, and, be, walking in the Spirit at the same time. All right, spirit is, spirit, doing things of the Spirit is doing things of the Spirit. Doing worldly things is doing worldly things. They don't mix, all right? Put them together, it's like mixing vodka and milk. Is that old Mobb Deep song, Survival of the Fittest, right? Vodka and milk don't mix. When you put them together, what do? They curdle, all right? So when you try to put, truth into worldliness, what happens? It curdles, all right? You become a bug out, as it's called. All right, you bug out, you flip out, all right? You think you're King David or something. All right, and that's just the simple fact of the matter, and you don't have any understanding, all right, and then you basically mess your own mind up, all right. So, and then you come running for help, asking questions that ain't gonna get fixed. It's a simple matter, man. So you're gonna get Isaiah 3 and 10, which is let's go and get it. Isaiah 3 and 10 says, say unto the righteous. So you want to be in that mindset, all right? Isaiah 3 and 10, say ye to the righteous, that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings, all right? So you're going to eat the fruit of your doings, all right? If you plant something, or if you planted an orange, what are you getting back? Oh, wait. What's the answer? If you answered anything but orange, you're an idiot, okay? So, say ye to the righteous, verse 10, say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him. So if you did wickedness, you're gonna, what is it gonna be good for you? Are you gonna have good things come your way? No, it's gonna be very bad. It's gonna be very terrible. You're gonna get all that shit back, man. You're gonna have to pay that back. It says, verse 12, well, that's talking about, we'll read it. It says, as for my people, children of their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. And, you got these women and heathens, and children ruling over you. So your mind's all fucked up. And that's why you are the way you are. Well, I just want to be in the truth, but I still want to smoke Black and Milds. There's no way. What if I do it on a Tuesday? What if I'm not doing it on Sabbath? What do I do with it after Sabbath? Is there one day a year that I can smoke just a little bit? 2 puffs, brother. 2 puffs. Is that it? No. Nope. Can't do it. None. All right. You cannot, like green eggs and ham, man. No, you cannot smoke it in a box. You cannot smoke it with a fox. All right. You cannot smoke it here or there. You cannot smoke it anywhere, Jake. Nowhere, no how. What if it's made clean? What if I make it kosher, brother? No. Fucking kosher pork and shit. No, there ain't no such thing as kosher pork. Okay? There ain't no such thing. It's unclean. You can't. Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean thing? Not one. All right, roughly paraphrasing. So no, you can't. There's no way. No way. Nope. Not if you go up, left, down, right. No way. You zig around. You jump up and down and toss your finger to the left, right. And no way. No, there's no loopholes and no getting around it. And really, like the Apostle Gabar said one time, the elect's not going to be looking for no fucking loophole, man. You're going to be, well, how can I still do it? What if I don't know. I don't even fucking know anymore. Jake, man, Jake just bugged out. So we're going to go and get Job 4 and 7 through 8. We're going to get ready to close out. Job 4 and 8. It says, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. So guess what? Are you plowing and planting iniquity and wickedness? Are you tilling up the ground and you're planting little evil seeds? Bloop, 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 bloop. Is that what you're doing? What are you gonna, if, again, go back to the question, if you plant an orange seed, what are you getting back? Again, you're getting an orange. You're getting an orange. So if you're planting wickedness, what are you getting back? Good? Great things? Spiritual power? No. If you're planting wickedness, what are you gonna get? Dead. All right, killed. All right, terrible things, punishment. All right, nothing good. It's time. You asked the piper for help, but now it's time to pay the piper. You loved it when the piper, was piping away, doo 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 doo. But now, hey, I need my money. No, I don't want to. I don't want to pay the piper. No. No, if you, hey, there's a saying, I forgot it, but everyone's. No one likes the repercussions or consequences. It's like you're a little kid, you want to go and, hey, don't eat those cookies on that table. I've given this example before. Don't eat those cookies. Don't eat those ice cream sandwiches that I put in the fridge. You can have one later. Okay, when I get home, you can have an ice cream sandwich. You can have one of those cookies. But what'd your little rebellious ass do? You went there, I'm a sneak. I can't reach the fridge because I'm 4, but I'm gonna go get some books and a chair. I'm gonna stand up there, and then guess what? And then you get your ass whooped. Oh, my dad's so mean. He told you not to do it. Okay, and it's the same way with the Lord, the Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, all right, the Lord, all right? He's a father, all right? He's a father, and guess what? You do something, you get spanked. I've been spanked personally before, as many brothers have, sisters even, and it's not a fun thing. You don't want to get spanked. Lord willing, I don't get spanked. Like the one time I did, and I'm sure every brother remembers that one big spanking that said, hey man, you better start doing this work. And that's I don't envy to have that spanking again. All right, we're gonna be spanked on a regular basis if we do wrong. We're trying not to get spanked. Why would you want to get spanked? All right, you're trying to do good. Okay, you're trying to do good. All right, and Yahweh Shemiah Shai, again, being a fatherly figure, he's not gonna give you a punishment that you can't handle, man. Okay, so again, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee. Well, you gotta call it and read it. It says, Job. This is Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. By the blast of the Most High they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and close out. We're going to get Revelation 22:11 through 12, and then we're going to close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, this is Revelation 22, verse 11. It says, he that is unjust, let him be unjust still, and he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he is righteous, let him be righteous still, and he that is holy, let him be holy still. If you're doing bad, well, we're going to say not to do it, but if you're going to continue to do it, hey, well, we can't fix it. All right, and if you're doing good, hey, continue to do good. That's good. Verse 12, this red letter, Yahushua is speaking, as you can see the red. It says, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according as his work shall be. So if you do bad things, you're getting bad things. You do good things, you're getting good things. All right, the Lord is not like a man. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. All right, Slakia, roughly paraphrasing. The Lord is not a man that he should lie. All right, so he's not like men who lie. He said, if you do good things are coming your way. You do bad things are coming your way. The world is filled with wickedness, and its inhabitants love it. So we're going to go ahead with that and close out. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. All right, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem HaKakadash. I want to give double honors to elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring, keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing, shalom.